William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. You're going to sleep.
KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV, MTK Global in New York, Madison Square Garden. No shock at MSG tonight.
Did you stay the whole week here in New York?
No, I went home.
You went home and then came back?
Oh yeah.
I thought you were hanging out with Eddie and Frank all week.
No, definitely not.
Were you eating your Snickers?
No.
No?
I stay after Snickers.
Well.
Do you know what Snickers used to be called?
What?
Do you know the name of what Snickers used to be called?
No. In the UK?
Yeah, Marathon.
Marathon, okay.
It was called Marathon, then they renamed to Snickers.
Well, we had a good marathon performance tonight by Triple G.
Absolutely, brutal
yeah.
KO.
It was, look, his punching power hasn't gone anywhere. He kind of was feeling out Rolls there in the beginning. Rolls came to fight. Gotta give him Rolls a lot of credit, as Lou said. He came to win, and he stood in there. But Triple G was able to overpower him with his big shots, and he was unconscious by the time he hit the ring.
Caught Gennady with some shots in that second round as well.
Right,
yeah, kind of response to that. Was he getting a bit too easily hit for your liking?
Well, either that or Gennady builds up their confidence. Look at Daniel Gill. Daniel Gill hit him flush, and then Triple G knocked him out. Gennady likes to lull them in a false sense of security, and then you see with that body attack, he really broke him down and wound up knocking him out. Brutal knockout.
Did you see De La Hoya's tweet tonight?
No, what did he say?
Read it to me. Let me get the wording right, because
is he talking about beef tacos instead of Snickers?
I'll let you read it.
All right.
Read it out. Read it out.
Nice comeback. Well, I'd say the way Steve Rolls fought tonight, he would beat Rocky Fielding. So, what
so
can,
it was
what
nice
can
to
you
come back
say
win now fight a real fighter, win a belt, and I'll consider doing the third fight. Hashtag Canelo is your boss.
That's funny.
Very De La Hoya.
Well,
very De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Is that the fight we expect to see in September now?
I mean, that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that I know DAZN wants to put on as their marquee event. We see that Canelo needs Triple G to get those mega fights, just like Triple G needs Canelo to get the mega fights. We did it twice before. One thing you have to give them credit, they fought each other twice. Triple G, I think, in everyone's minds, won that first fight pretty clearly. In the second fight, there's a lot of unfinished business because there's no way I saw Canelo winning 7 rounds in that fight. 6-6, you could score to draw. Triple G keeps his title. So whenever people start talking about you need belts, well, then the real champion is here. The people's champion is here. He's the one that should have kept his belts. Had 2 of the judges scored the 12th round correctly. Then Triple G, even if one judge had scored the 12th round correctly, one did, but one of the 2, then he would still have his title. So, look, Canelo and Triple G are bigger than the belts right now. That fight, if they fight each other the third time, is the biggest fight that can be actually made in boxing, because the heavyweights can't seem to get it together as far as making those fights again. So I think it's gonna be a massive event. We don't disparage Canelo, even though arguably he lost to Canelo to Triple G twice. But look, you got to give him credit. He learned a lot. He gained a lot of confidence in those 2 fights. The way he beat Danny Jacobs, he didn't knock down Danny Jacobs like Triple G did, but he beat Danny Jacobs, and I think a third fight is going to be a great fight. I know that's what DAZN wants to do. That's what the fans want, and now we'll see if Canelo wants it.
Just finally, how did you see the relationship between Jonathan Banks and Gennady tonight come into play?
Look, if anyone could take over, I had a lot of trepidation about what's going to happen if Abel's not in his corner, and I think if anyone could have done the right job or the best job, I really think Jonathan Banks was the choice. I mean, he took over with Vladimir Klitschko's career when Emmanuel got sick, and did a great job. And right now, I mean, it's still very early in the process. We had the shortest training camp ever. We had probably a 4-week training camp. So in those 3 weeks of sparring and fight week, you can't really, you get the chemistry, but doesn't have that working relationship like you have working for a trainer for 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years. So we'll see. I think they can just build upon this success and keep the momentum going.
Tom, thank you very much for talking to IFL
Thanks,
TV.
KUGAN. Whenever you're in the house, we know it's a big event.
We'll leave it there with that one, Tom.
Were you at Wembley Stadium for Joshua Klitschko?
No, because your mate wouldn't let me out of there, would he?
Just checking.
How is my old mate anyway? Old Double B. Is he alright, yeah?
He's all right.
Send him my best, Water under the bridge, tell him. Double B.
Good.
Alright, thank you, Tom.
All right.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. We're going to sleep.